Well, well, well. Day one of Mandatory Minicamp is in the books. And there are some great stories coming out of Minicamp, and I'm going to deal with these stories one video at a time. And I might as well start it out with the one that I like the most. Dak Prescott is having an incredible camp, and it looks like the NFL may be in trouble because George Pickens and Dak Prescott seem to already have a powerful connection. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming in the future. Now let's talk facts. George Pickens. George Pickens has to be not only the best pickup for the Dallas Cowboys in 2025, George Pickens may very well turn out to be one of the best pickups for any team in 2025. And now that Dak Prescott back from injury, him and George Pickens, they are moving at an accelerated rate. And it looks like they are going to be dangerous to the NFL. They've already kind of got their connection going, and it sounds like yesterday. Dak Prescott not only had a great day, but Dak Prescott and George Pickens in particular, they had a great day. So first, let's look on X and see what Nick Harris wrote about Dak Prescott and George Pickens. And then we're going to go to 105.3 The Fan, and we're going to listen to what Bobby Belt said about Dak Prescott and George Pickens. So, Nick Harris wrote, Cowboys minicamp day one notes. Wide receiver George Pickens hauled in 5 receptions during the team period on a variety of routes. One comeback route completion against Mukamu was the standout. Bobby Belt's going to give us more on this. It says, overall a strong day for quarterback Dak Prescott. He went 17 for 19 passing in team periods and completed more balls along the sideline than we've seen today. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is having an incredible camp, it looks like. It really does. The NFL is going to be in trouble. Dak Prescott has weapons. George Pickens really enhanced what the Cowboys can do with him and CeeDee Lamb and some other people that we're going to talk about that's really on the come up too, according to some of the reports from the Mandatory Minicamp. Now, let's check out what Bobby Belt has to say about Dak Prescott and George Pickens. He's going to give us a little bit more detail.
What stood out to you about the offense, specifically that Dak and George Pickens connection?
Yeah, this is a little bit more of a, I guess, scaled back team period than we've seen in some recent weeks. It was a lot more detail oriented and things like that. But from the stuff that we did see in some of the pockets of 11 on 11 we got, I thought George Pickens and Dak had a really strong connection today. They connected on a few different passes. George Pickens absolutely cooked Israel Mukuamu on a route where he faked the slant inside, took a hard step, and then broke outside, and just dropped Mukuamu to his rear. And that was something where I kind of wondered if maybe it was a surface thing, because we saw a couple of receivers slip while they were out there. But regardless, he had him completely fooled, got open. Everybody was really excited for it. He and Dak were pumped. And so their connection all day was really, really strong. I thought this was one of Dak's better practices that we've been able to see so far this offseason. He looked a lot more comfortable. He hit Mingo on a deep seam route, looked in connection with everybody. He and CD connected a few times. So overall, I thought this was a good day for Dak. But this is 2 practices in a row where I felt like, George Pickens really stood out in a big way.
Yeah. It looks like not only is George Pickens picking up everything very fast, no pun intended, not only is he picking up things extremely fast, but again, I think it needs to be stated how incredible it is what Dak Prescott is doing in this offseason or what he's doing, in OTAs and now what he's doing in mandatory minicamp. And we're going to see what happens in about 3 weeks when they go to Oxnard, California, as Dak Prescott, who missed basically half of last season. I mean, it looks like that Dak is refreshed, rejuvenated, and he is excited about this season. And so it looks like, once again, it's like when Dak comes off these injuries, I mean, Dak just goes bonkers. And so it looks like, once again, that we are headed for another season of Dak Prescott either being comeback player of the year, being in the MVP race, all-pro race. I mean, Dak Prescott, I believe, is going to absolutely, and I mean absolutely, ball out. I don't think the stuff with Joe Milton III bothers Dak Prescott, but I do think, a lot of people think that Joe Milton III is going to push Dak Prescott. I don't believe that. But what I do believe pushes Dak Prescott is when he hears some of the noise about Joe Milton III. I think that's what pushes Dak Prescott. And so it looks like Dak Prescott, man, he's going to have a great year. Dak Prescott is going to enjoy having 2 top-tier receivers. And so I just think that Dak Prescott is gearing up for an incredible season. And so, man, I'm excited. Glad to hear this noise coming out of training camp about Dak Prescott, George Pickens having this connection, because I can easily see games this season where Dak Prescott and George Pickens have more yards together than Dak and CeeDee Lamb. It's going to wake the league up, and it's only going to lead to even better performances by CeeDee Lamb and even more yards and touchdowns by CeeDee Lamb. But I'm telling you, man, it is going to be off the chain. Absolutely enjoying what I'm hearing coming from day one mandatory minicamps. Hopefully by time it's by around 4 o'clock, hopefully we'll be hearing about day 2 and I'll be able to report some more news. But day 1, Dak Prescott, George Pickens, looking great. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, DC4L. Until the next time, let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.